Welcome back to Spark Gaming Essentials, everybody. I'm your host, Janessa.
And I'm Julian, and today we're going to go over some of the games coming out in late August that you should keep an eye on.
We've got aliens, kings, and heroes, or not heroes. Julian, take it away.
That's right, no more heroes. All right, if you're a fan of scary monsters, impossible odds, and 80s action classics, then Aliens Fireteam Elite is the game for you. The Alien movies are perfectly suited for video game adaptations, and you'll notice the new game title doesn't say Alien, it says Aliens, as in the sequel James Cameron pitched by strolling into a Hollywood meeting and writing Alien with a $sign after it on a blackboard. That is a true story. Anyway, the new third-person shooter recreates that ooh-rah vibe of the sequel, letting you and up to 2 friends team up and choose from 5 classes of colonial marines to survive the hive. Each class offers unique weapons and abilities you can level up, but don't go thinking you're the ultimate bad astronaut. This game throws tons of enemies at you from all directions. Floors, ceilings, they're coming out of the walls. If you and your squad mates don't work together, then that's it, man. Game over, man. Game over. There's also 20 varieties of enemies, from Weyland-Yutani synthetics to xenomorphs at every stage of their life cycle. The different foes will use different tactics against you, like if your teammate gets careless and doesn't check around a corner, a prowler might pounce on her while you scream, "Get away from her, you alien!" If you like squad-based PvE shooters like The Division 2 or Outriders, or if you're like me and you just can't stop quoting Private Hudson, check out Aliens Fireteam Elite when it pops out of a vent and onto the PlayStation 5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One on August 24th.
Hey, Julian, I'm curious. A game comes out, you loved it, and you can't wait for the sequel. What's like the longest amount of time you've waited?
When did Half-Life 2 come out? I guess 17 years and counting now?
Okay, that's a good amount, but the reason why I ask is because King's Bounty fans have got us beat. The original King's Bounty game came out in 1990 and was released for Commodore 64, Amiga, and MS-DOS. If you don't know what those are, that's okay. It just means it's pretty old, and fans have been waiting a long time for the sequel, like 31 years, and it's finally here. Technically, there was a spiritual successor game in 2008, but that doesn't really count. King's Bounty 2 is a turn-based tactics RPG that has you playing as one of 3 heroes, a warrior, mage, or paladin, to fight for peace and order in the Kingdom of Nostria. You'll play in turn-based battles by controlling your units in a hex-based map, using your terrain, obstacles, and hazards to your advantage. As you win battles, you'll earn gold, which you can spend to customize your character with clothing, equipment, and armor. You'll also spend talent points to unlock abilities across 4 ideals: order, power, anarchy, and finesse. Outside of combat, there's a lot to explore and a lot of factions to talk to, where your dialogue choices will change the outcome of the game. Will you choose diplomacy or war? If you're a fan of tactics RPG and turn-based battles, I would suggest this game to people who enjoyed the combat in Disgaea 5 and even one of my favorites, Fire Emblem Three Houses. But a closer comparison would probably be Divinity Original Sin. Pick up King's Bounty 2 when it releases on August 24th for PS4 and Xbox One, and on August 31st for Nintendo Switch.
Travis Touchdown is finally back in No More Heroes 3. This is the first mainline No More Heroes game since the second one launched for the Wii back in 2010. Even though it's been more than a decade and Travis is now 39, he hasn't changed a bit. He's still crass, still obsessed with anime, and still living out of a rundown motel. The gameplay looks very familiar too, with Travis still wielding his beam katanas and a bevy of pro wrestling moves. Thanks to the Nintendo Switch's Joy-Cons, swordplay is more intuitive than ever, while Travis's new Death Glove introduces a strategic element as he fights his way to the top. This time, however, he's not slicing his way to the top of the assassin rankings like the first 2 games. He's trying to be the #1 superhero by fighting aliens. Ranked at #1 is Fu, a bro-tastic alien prince who was exiled to a black hole prison after destroying the neighboring planet. Now he and 9 of his colorful friends from prison have come to Earth and declared themselves gosh dang superheroes. Once again, it falls to Travis to cut them down to size, but hold up. You can't just go challenging an alien prince to a beam katana fight. There's an entry fee, you know? If you want to challenge the big man-like thing, you're going to need to do some menial labor, like mowing the lawn. Yeah, it's weird, but the weirdness of the No More Heroes games is what makes them special. If this odd mix of sword fights, wrestling, pop culture, and part-time work has hooked you in the past, then you've probably already ordered your copy. But if you've got a taste for the unusual and you have yet to try these games, check out No More Heroes 3 when it makes contact on the Nintendo Switch, August 27th.
And that's it for the month of August.
If you missed previous episodes and want a recap of other recent releases, be sure to check out the Spark playlist on GameStop's YouTube channel, as well as a lot of other great videos. The people here make good things and are generally delightful, so check them out. I'm Julian.
And I'm Janessa. Thanks for watching.